What's your view on working with spirits or non-physical entities as part of the work? And do you think this presents any particular challenges or difficulties in doing spiritual work?
Yeah. I mean, my experience is that spirits or non-physical entities are, seeking to work with those of us who are incarnated in the body. And I'm very happy to work with these spirits because I'm better working together than alone. I'm better working with other beings or other people. However, not all spirits or non-physical entities are benevolent. Some are malevolent, and there is a process involved in discerning which way the spirit is, and it is important to sort of bear this in mind when working. And so there's as a rough guide, a benevolent spirit won't push me where I don't want to go, and will respect my boundaries and free will. But a malevolent spirit will be more controlling in terms of telling me what to do and pushing me in a direction that I don't want to go. So, for example, when I'm doing healing, often people will feel that I'm in a place on their body where I'm not. And sometimes people have opened their eyes because they can feel two pressure points, and they'll find that I'll be behind them, but they're actually feeling pressure on the feet, and they get confused because it's like they can feel two presences when there's only me as a physical presence. So occasionally I do come across spirits that are not benevolent, and that has to be kind of dealt with, really. Sometimes it's to do with who's attached to the person, and sometimes it's not. So it just depends. But we do need to be very self-aware as a healer. The ego has to. I've got to be aware of how my ego operates, so I don't get sucked into something. And then taken to a place where it is not healthy.
Let me ask you another question off the back of that, which is, what would you say to somebody, and I'm sure you have friends that are like this, I certainly do, that are smart, they're rational,
yes,
and they take the view that assertions without evidence can be dismissed, and the view that believing in spirits or non-physical beings of any kind is just nonsense. What would be, if any, your response to that perspective?
It's a very difficult one to explain. All I can say is it's born out of my own personal experience. This is what I've experienced, therefore this is what I believe, and I know that there's no way that I can demonstrate it to be true. It has to be taken on faith, and it's really up to the person to believe or not, really. It's not up to me to make them believe. It's like trying to demonstrate, prove that God exists. It's impossible. You either have an experience or you don't.
Mm.